legitimately done that. So I want you guys to also pay attention to that. So when you have IWM current volatility and beta, so we already have it between 20 and 25%. You have the beta low, and you have institutional money that's flowing at a fast pace. IWM will take off. It will take off. Those are three main factors. IWM will take off. IWM will gap up 2 to 3 points at any point in time when the volatility is high during that time. It will gap up. How many of you guys have also seen how like QQQ will dump and an IWM maybe go down a point? Who's seen that before? Y'all ever seen that? Like you'll be trading SPY and IWM, it's like, dang, everything else seemed to pull back, but IWM itself, legitimately like, man, they pull back just a little bit, but it stays still. That should tell you that even though these tech stocks and AI and all volatility is moving to other stocks, institutional money is still steady. How do we know this? Because IWM is still steady. When you start seeing IWM like jerking back and forth, the money's getting funny in the market. The money is getting funny in the market. There are some risks that are associated with small cap investing. When you get especially when you get IWM with extreme price volatility, you get a higher beta, and you have lower liquidity, that means small orders can swing prices sharply. Let's talk about the junk factor. Up to 40% of index companies post no net earnings, dragging the performance during downturns. So up to 40% of IWM's companies do not post earnings. How many of you guys, who's ever traded an earnings report from a stock? Like you're watching it, you chart like, man, Apple report this week. Who's ever traded that and watch how a stock started moving? Put a 1 in the chat. Who's ever done that? Like IWM, you're looking at Intel, Microsoft, you're looking at AMD. Well, picture half of this ETF almost does not report earnings. So because it doesn't, it don't move like everything else. So some of you guys will go and trade IWM looking at other stocks and ETFs because they're moving and then get mad because IWM is sitting still. Remember, it stands alone. It does kind of go in unison a little bit, but it stands alone by itself. But I like it. But it also has heightened economic sensitivity. It has limited financial reserves and domestic focus, meaning that 98% of this stock and ETF is here in the United States. So I want you to understand it. And it also has a rebalancing. So they have an annual reconstitution where they graduate those that are having good stocks in and out, moving buyers and sellers and selling winners, meaning that they will shuffle through these IWM companies in and out quicker than the S&P and QQQ. IWM don't play. So when you start seeing that, you'll start seeing IWM fluctuate and move because of that. But when you're looking at healthcare, when you're looking at industrials, when you're looking at financials, and I'm going to show you this, guys, in a minute when I also share my screen, because I'm also going to show you guys the chart and other stuff as well. A lot of this stuff is getting ready to make sense when you get ready to trade it. One of the reasons that IWM is good for beginners, it moves fast enough and slow enough at the same time, and they're cheaper than SPY and QQQ, and it doesn't move at a pace when you exit your trade where you end up like messing your account up. Who's traded SPX before or something like that? A guy in a fast-moving stock, and you call yourself getting in, getting out, and maybe you did a limit order versus a market order, and you look up, you're like, wait a minute, I know good and well this stock did not retrace back and make me lose half of my money. Who's ever done that before? Put a 1 in the chat. Exactly. Ooh, some of y'all sad. Somebody put the little frowny face. So y'all have experienced that pain. IWM is slow enough that you can trade it, where you can enter and exit. You can master your strategy. You can take your time. You can set a stop loss. You can do whatever you want to do as a beginner trader. IWM is one of the stocks that you want to trade because you can master that. Some of you guys trigger fingers on your stock aren't quick enough to go in QQQ or SPX or SPY or an NVIDIA or a Tesla because they move rapid. They move, sometimes they just move quick and you don't have time to get in it. IWM will give you time to get in, give you time to exit, get a proper setup, and trade it effectively. That's why I like it. And because the premiums are low, the much of the larger indices, it's easier to get in. You may get an IWM contract for $100 at the money. QQQ may be $300 at the money. And if IWM is moving and everything is set up for it to move in the appropriate direction, it's easier for you to leverage in and trade and risk less capital trading. You can also come in and smack QQQ as well. Some of y'all done came in here and smacked it for 10, 15 contracts and made boatloads of money with IWM. Who's ever done that before where you hit 120%, 200%, 300% on IWM and the contracts were cheap versus coming in and doing like a QQQ or IWM where maybe you can only afford one or two contracts? Side note, anyways, most of you should not be trading with the majority of your brokerage account anyways, but we're going to get to that towards the end anyways. I'm going to help y'all real quick when it comes to that. But IWM is one of those stocks that you can master market research, you can master market sentiment, you can master learn about FOMC, you can master learn about interest rates, industrials, and all that. You can master learn about IV crush, beta, gamma, delta, all that. It's slow enough for you to slow down and learn. One of the reasons why a lot of you guys discounted in credit because you guys are ready to make fast money and you're rejecting the information that comes along with it. Most of you guys, how I'm breaking down IWM, have not broken down Spire, QQQ, or anything like that to place your money in it. All you know is it's 8:30 in the morning, first 15 minutes. I'm waiting on the analyst to come in so I can make an educated guess in the market. I'm not going to chart it. I'm not going to do market research. I'm going to wait for it to come in. And then the thought process is this. I'm not looking at anything else dealing with the market. I'm watching my trade go in, and then you'll try to maybe hold an analyst accountable for it pulling back or going a different direction, and you didn't do any type of research whatsoever about that stock to know if it was profitable. So you're banking on you making money on if the analyst is going to get this right based on their own research and not doing your own research. One of the biggest things you can learn about being in a mentorship, being with somebody else, is someone teaching you and get clapped up right, teaching you how to fish. So me showing you this about IWM behind the scenes is showing you how to properly navigate through IWM and learn how to fish on your own without me giving you a call out. Because some of you guys know how to trade, but you don't know why you're trading IWM. You don't know why. And you need to know why. You need to know why you're putting your money somewhere to invest in it, to increase profits, to create a legacy for your man, for your family. Instead of being interested in fast money moving fast. IWM is one of those indices that should be respected. You take your time with it, you can actually grow and lean into it. So I want to talk to you a little bit about having trading psychology behind the trade. Some of you guys always hear me say this. How you do one thing, it's how you do anything. This is also something that I tell my kids as well. There are two ways to do something, the right way and do it again. So if you don't get it right, you need to do it again. So with trading IWM, you also want to have good trading psychology. So it's the easiest way for you to manage your emotion, control cognitive bias, and stick to a disciplined trading plan despite market uncertainty. Who on this call has woken up in the morning and said, man, watch this. I feel like we're going to be bullish today. Who's ever said I feel before they enter a trade? Put a one in the chat. Be honest. I know it's a lot of y'all. Who's ever done that? It's more than one of y'all. It's more than two of y'all. Man, I feel like we finna be to the upside. You ain't charted. You ain't looked no directional bias. You ain't pulled up CNN. You ain't even drink your coffee good enough. It's 8:30 and you're trying to make money. Like, man, I feel like it's the FOMC. It's gonna bounce back because I just feel like that's what we call feelings. We call that gambling. You wake up in the morning trying to create a financial legacy with a gambling mindset and then get mad and it doesn't create a long-lasting outcome. In other words, if you flirt with the thought and date the action, don't try to avoid the consequence. If you come into the market and you gamble and think it's going in one way and you go in calls when it's going in puts because you have no directional bias and you put your money and insert it into the slot machine and you're gambling, don't get mad when you lose it. You should be telling the money where to go, not it telling you what to do. IWM is slow enough for you guys not to do that. But some of you guys may be fear and greed. There's somebody on this call right now that went an IWM first thing in the morning and tried to do something like this. And don't tell on yourself all at one time. You don't win an IWM and got 20 contracts to the upside and downside, thinking you hedging, thinking you can outsmart the game. Who's done that before? I wonder if he might bold know they don't win an IWM and try to hedge the upside and the downside. Who's done that? Well, man, so if it go up and go down, I'm gonna get paid regardless, and I'm gonna move in this and I'm gonna do that. Not you ain't looking at the delta, the gamma, you ain't looking at the theta, not knowing that like IWM, while you might get lucky one time, it don't move like that. This is not SPX where you can get it moved back on you will lose your money. IWM will gap up just a little bit, gap back down just a little bit, and do it for 4 hours straight. And you'll lose your money to the upside and the downside. Then theta start kicking in and eating your money on the back end. And then when you finally exit the trade, then it'll move. And you'll be pissed off. Because you thought that you could outsmart an ETF that you didn't do no trading with and no knowledge with at all. Like, some people have done this. Like, straight up. Some people have done this. They'll come in and they'll hedge and do QQQ. They just like gambling. I'll tell you right now, if some of the stuff I'm telling you is new to you and you came at IWM and you know anything like this, you probably have been gambling, treating you one of the lucky ones. There's a lot of people that do that. Majority of you guys have come into the market right here and you come in and trade with no stop loss. You want to know how I know? Because the majority of you guys send some of the analysts messages about how to set a stop loss. You're willing to risk your capital in the market with no market research, trust the analyst to the upside, but not protect your own capital. That's very, very dangerous. That's because you have the fear of missing out. And then some of y'all take the loss personally. You'll come into the market and you lost your money, so I need to get my money back. And then you don't take responsibility for your actions. You start having some like a victim mindset. You don't say, well, I didn't research today. I woke up in a bad mood. I blew my account, so I didn't detach myself from the trade. I just need my bread back. And so you'll go in and start laying money across multiple stocks. As soon as a candle move, you'll go in. It ain't no, you just start throwing money everywhere and you start digging yourself a bigger hole. In order for you to trade an ETF like IWM or any other stock or have trading psychology in the market, you are going to have to take your time. Just how we watched the video about Andy in Shawshank Redemption, it's about small compounded wins over time. Small compounded wins over time. When he was building that hole, it took him 19 years to go do it. And obviously, I don't think it's going to take you guys 19 years to learn a stock or to learn how to adequately trade. He didn't come into the market and start knocking out big blocks in the wall where everybody could hear him and making these big moves in the market. Some of you guys are in such a rush to try to cure a financial habit that you don't have the discipline to sustain, that the Lord is trying to teach you how to be patient and take stuff over time, that you keep rejecting it. How do I know this? You guys come in and take trades and see trades go 5 and 10%, and you tell yourself that's not enough money. It's IWM. I put $12 in here. It went 30%. I made $6. I need $400 and $500. So I need 500%. You start thinking like that. You start telling God that the money he's allowing you to make in the market is not enough, when he could be trying to have you to unlearn a negative mindset, to unlearn a negative habit, to actually build trading discipline, to build a bigger basket, to build an entire trading discipline so you can sustain what God is trying to give you in the long run. Exactly. It's going to take you more than 3 days in the market to get money to cure something. And that's the problem. It's about small, compounded wins over time. And so some of you guys not only have a trading issue, we struggle with trading psychology issue. No one tells us that how we do one thing is how we do anything. No one tells us that we like holding on to our dollar. We watch where everything is going and we don't like losing stuff. And so we freeze when we should enter a trade. And then we exit a trade because we stay too long. Like we do the opposite. 15, 20% ain't enough. The stock go up to 30%. Instead of you taking that 15%, you don't take it. Then it pulls back. You lose your entire money. Then you sitting there at the stock like, man, wait a minute. It was good at 15%. I could have lived the trade another day. Why didn't I take this stock and use what was in front of me to take the trade? How many on this call have let a good trade a green trade go red. It's 120 y'all on here. At least 60 y'all need to put one in the chat. How many of you guys have seen a green trade go red? Because I know we ain't got nobody that's invincible. Keep going. I'll wait. Everybody. Exactly, Kendra. Everybody. Because trading psychology says this right here. I've been struggling my whole life. I'm generations in debt. My mama didn't have none. They didn't have none. He didn't have none. I'm the first one. I'm trying to smack something on the head. I'm going to be the first one to do this. You cannot tell the market what to do. More importantly, if the information we're talking about right now, dealing with IWM, is something that you didn't know about, you'll start exiting trades with no information, exactly, hopeism, nothing at all, and don't know necessarily how to how to actually how to actually really navigate through a trade. The Bible says a man may write down a plan, but it's God who orders his steps. It's God who orders his steps. If you got up every morning and said, God, this is what I want to make today, I want to make $300 a day. He may tell you, you know what? I think I want you making $100 a day. Why? Because if I give you $300 a day, you may not be grateful, or you may start getting that money and getting going. And because your relationship is not secure with me, once I start putting that money in your lap, you're going to forget my name. And you're going to be doing stuff like posting stuff on Instagram, social media, torqued out on boats and all that, popping bottles, talking about we made it, not realizing that you were just crying 2 or 3 months ago from a bad relationship, broken, couldn't pay your rent, and God showed you a way out. You acting like it was you. Ooh, I just hit somebody over the head. I'm just saying what I'm saying. God says when you get high up, you won't say my name. So instead of me giving you 300, I'm gonna see what you do with $50. Okay, let's do $75. Okay, let's do 100. Okay, let's do 200. Okay, 3. You know what? Because I know something's gonna happen in your life 2 months from now. Let me go and let you get 2, 3 grand in the market right now, because I'm gonna meet provision for something that happened in your family, maybe life or a car accident or something like that. Why do I know this? Scripture says, "My God shall supply all my needs according to His riches and glory." That means that whatever the Lord wants me to have in the market, He gonna give me. Whatever God wants me to have in the market, He's going to give me. He's going to give me. So if He gave me 15%, watch this. Some of you guys want to know what your trading rule is. If you enter and exit a trade and you see a number consistently come across your screen and it's not good enough, that's the number that God wants you to have. What do you mean, Donovan? If all my trades hit 15% and I don't think it's good enough and I let it go red, that may be my baseline number I need to take profit in. Oh, yes. Discipline, discipline, discipline. What do you mean? Man, I done seen like 15, 20 trades, man. It went 10, 15%, but it didn't go 30 because Donovan them hit 30, 40% your Kendra in them, but you don't know they entry and exit. You don't know when they went in. But for you, every time you enter and exit, it went green. 15% may be your number. 30 may be your number. Then once God sees you faithful over a few, He can give you much. Why are we playing the cat and mouse game and the bait game with the stock market? I can tell you right now, any given candle, IWM with CCM and all that, that's a different story for a different time. When you get the right candle with a breakout, will yield between 5 and 20% at minimum before you get a pullback. So that means that between that 5% and 25%, I got a choice to make on this first candle. Well, I can get my profit and get in and get out. The problem is most of you guys coming in and you don't want to do the market research that we're showing you, actually study and break down and stuff. You're ready to make a quick move and you want to get in and you get out. Remember, how you do one thing is how you do anything. So God sees it. She said, you know what? I'm on a win streak, bro. I ain't prayed this morning. God got me turned up. I don't need God. So guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to get up in the morning, do market research. You're not going to journal. You're not going to work on your mental health. You're not going to try and work out and do anything else that's beneficial to you. You're getting something called an invincibility mode where your compound count will rapidly increase. You got $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in your account. Then you're going to think, oh man, I know what I'm doing. I know how to trade. You ain't got no mechanics, trading psychology, market sentiment. You bandwagon and jump so many strategies. You got EMA, trade indicator, Hikinachi, CCM, other stuff on one screen, and you just know what you're getting ready to do. And you'll go in there and take a week's worth of work and blow your account on one trade. and go all the way back. You're like, man, I can't believe I just did that. And because you don't have the trading psychology, you go all the way back to square one to start revenge trading. Now you get into a consistent loop where it's 2-3 weeks, and you're like, man, I can't make money. Then you quit. And God says, why don't you go back to the basics? What you mean? Get up in the morning, take time for yourself. Why don't you pray? Why don't you journal? Why don't you chart? Why don't you study? Why don't you learn the mechanics? Why don't you take a consistent trade over time? And then once you get what you need, you can exit out of the trade and be done and close your laptop. Why? Because it's about small compounded wins over time. I'd rather get somebody making $30, $40 compounding that over 40 days than somebody trying to make 5,000 in one day. Because some of you guys forfeit the lesson over provision. What do I mean? You'd rather make the money than to get the information. And it's crazy because wisdom is applied information or applied knowledge. The Bible says, in all you're getting, get understanding. So that means that I need to get the information first that will sustain me for a long period of time versus trying to get the quick money. So that means like something like coming and learning this IWM ETF class and taking a look and saying, wait a minute, I need to study this. I didn't even know that, to help make an educated guess to do this. Remember, if the Lord is the sustainer of the market, he's watching you as you trade. He sees everything. So he's watching us as we trade. You cannot outsmart, outthink, or outdo God when it comes to being in the market. Some of y'all think y'all got this up here bad, man. I'm finna get rich off of this, or I'm finna make money off of it. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Small compounded wins over time. Legitimately. Small compounded wins over time. Trade the plan, not the emotion. You can take this with trading mechanics and make a better educated decision when you're in the market on exactly what it is that you need to do. I'm getting ready to pull some information up for you. And while I'm pulling this up, Court, you can come off, or Kendra, y'all can come off and talk to him for a second. I'm pull up some stuff. We finna go into some charting as well. Give me 1 second.
Yes, sir. Hope everybody's well. You dropping bombs tonight, man. Great work. Let me see. So while we have a little bit of an intermission, let's see where the futures market opened up at. And I'll be posting a link here so you guys can see where futures opened up at. Sideways pretty much. Me personally, I will just go check CNN periodically, CNN futures, and just check the market here. And not just the US markets, of course, right? I'm going to check the Asian markets also, especially in the morning time. Nothing right now, especially
Mhm.
the key in Japan. Bet.
All right, I'm back on. Got what I
Run
needed.
it.
All right. Before we get going right now, I wanted to show you guys something. Press one in the chat if you're learning something. So we're going to apply what we learn, what we see. Or put one in the chat if you're learning something. Excellent. I got a surprise for y'all because some of y'all like, man, this is a lot of information, and I don't think that I'm gonna get all this. I gave you guys, I made an ETF IWM cheat sheet. Who wants it? Put a one. Somebody, everyone type me. So you ain't got to do all the overthinking from this class. So I wanted to go up while I was telling you guys, I got everything you need over here so you can take this information and learn how to properly chart. Um, So I got a cheat sheet for you guys. A quarter, I think Sky, you can drop that in there for them. The masterclass guide and the cheat sheet for them as well, just so they can have for them to kind of look at IWM as well, so they can kind of learn how to trade it. Um, I want you guys to have that. Just for kind of taking time to be here with me. I want to bless you with that and take time to read through it. Understand the terms. If you don't understand something, ChatGPT and everything else is undefeated. Ask a question. What's the beta today for IWM? How do I find it? Where do I look? Like, learn how to ask it questions. So I'm gonna give you guys an example. Can everybody see my screen? Put one in the chat. Put one in the chat. Okay. This is a heat map of the S&P 500. I could pull up the IWM ETF, but I want to show y'all something real quick. Normally, we worry about the Mag 7. If you do not know what the Mag 7 is, put a one in the chat. If you do not know what the Mag 7 is, put a one in the chat. Okay, I got over 10 people that don't know that. Mag 7 is called the Magnificent Seven, which are the top seven most largest represented stocks in the S&P 500. I'm getting to IWM in a second. They are as follows: Tesla, Amazon, Meta, Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple. Typically, when these stocks move, and Corey, you can come in as well, and Kendra and everyone else, I kind of want to gang up on them real quick. SPY starts to move. These seven stocks, y'all, when they move, it's time to move. These stocks right here, I want to give you guys a little bit of sauce. When these stocks move, that don't mean IWM gonna move. It doesn't mean IWM gonna move. You'll come look at this heat map and try to figure out what's going on. So you'll negate this and help me out, Court. Financials and industrials are right here, which make up around 40% of IWM. They'll negate this right here. And financial, this right here, right in this section right here, bro. And try to make it. I can't hear you. Oh,
I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys don't want to go into trading IWM, specifically very tech biased.
correct.
You guys want to kind of have a panoramic view of the market and an idea of just overall trend because
Mm-hmm.
it does contain, like you mentioned, a lot more companies than the S&P or even the Nasdaq. It's a much better fixture in terms of the broad market. And
Yep.
honestly, a lot of the times for each of us, it's a leading indicator. A lot
Yep.
of times I'm in SPY calls because Donovan and Kendra are in IWM calls or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Um, IWM is typically going to make the move first. And if we can actually take a look at some of the companies that comprise IWM, I can give you guys, we can talk about some of the psychology as
Yes,
to
sir.
why. And you can click that link I posted in the chat, Donovan. We can check out etfdatabase.com.
I got you, brother. I'm on it right now.
Perfect. And then the hit the magnifying glass, top right corner, and we'll just type IWM and we'll look at the holdings on left hand side,
Where we at?
a little bit lower.
They always want to sell something, bro.
A little higher
Right here.
right there. And as you guys can see,
Mm-hmm.
top holding in IWM is US dollar, right? So DXY or the US dollar is going to be a precursor a lot of time as well. But just look at these other companies. I ain't gonna lie. I know what HUD does. I know it's in crypto. Kind of have a basic understanding of some of these companies. But honestly, I don't know what a lot of these companies do or what they sell. I say that to say, and for comparison's sake, Donovan, can we look at the holdings for I'm sorry, for SPY?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
So we can see there Moog and Bright Spot. MOGA.
Go to holdings again.
Yep, holdings again.
All right, there you go, brother. Look at this. Mag 7.
Market
Every
takes a
time.
downturn, guys. Are you going to sell HUT, Moog, and Bright Spot, or Nvidia, Apple, and Microsoft? You're going to hold on to these. The
Mm-hmm.
sell-off is going to be in the cheap stuff, the
Mm-hmm.
things that might be considered junk. So a lot of the times, for that reason, we can use IWM as a leading indicator for what's going to happen with SPY and QQQ because the companies in it just oftentimes not as good. You're going to go sell Moog before you sell your Nvidia, your Apple, and your Microsoft. You're going to
Correct.
go sell HUT before you let go of Tesla and Meta and Micron. And that's just some of the psychology behind the market and why we use it as such. Um, great class, though. We're going to get more into it too as we move forward. Let me see, Donovan. We posted the cheat sheet here as well.
Yeah. I got the fact sheet. Let me know if y'all got it, man. Y'all like it?
Everybody, check out the cheat sheet. Download it to your
We got the
computers.
Masterclass. We
Masterclass,
got both
guy.
of them. So you can learn how to gauge it and look at it. So if you can see my screen, can you see my screen, Court?
Yes, sir. We see your screen.
Okay.
We see your lines. I'll let you break it all down.
Yes, sir. So let me know if y'all can see me. Y'all can see my screen right here. These white lines, who doesn't know how to chart? I'm interested. If you don't know how to chart, put a one in the chat. How to properly chart. Okay. Charting with market research sentiment and learning how to read candlesticks are the three most important components when learning how to enter and exit a trade. Because anyone can teach you how to enter and exit a trade, but you need to be able to see financial and institutional movement on charts, be able to read this thing and make a concerted, really honestly, an educated move before you insert money into the market. I believe we got to pop some guy, give them a 7 day free trial into the
Yeah.
community, Sky.
You'll post.
There's a link in there for you guys. You guys can come in. We will be live towards the end. We're going to be doing some free live trading. Just how you guys see me on Zoom. Me and my brother
Mm-hmm.
Scott's on everyone. We are going to do some live trading where you get a chance to see some of this stuff broken down. So these white lines represent price action touching more than I said 2 or 3 times. So 2 or more times. We don't trade right to left, we trade left to right. That means that this price movement right here, and I'll go down to a higher time frame. Let me give you guys we'll go to the daily reset chart for you. Give me 1 second. All right. I'm looking at this stock right now, and I'm looking at this on a daily time frames. These candlesticks represent days. I can see where price action has bounced off of this multiple times. So they give an indicator on where price action is going. So this is on a daily time frame. We've been in an uptrend on with ascending triangles, but I'm not going to talk to you guys about that because I don't want to lose anybody. With IWM itself dealing with this, you can see where price action has bounced several times. This is on a daily time frame. I'm going to come down to a 5-minute time frame so you guys can see some things and see exactly what's going on with this stock. I just want you guys to be able to see that. That's the daily. So we've been in an uptrend. We started to kind of come back down to 292. Second here. This is the last daily candle coming down to 290, kind of the top of the mountain. We come back down to 290.76. We may start seeing some downside action with IWM and their key targeted levels right there. But let me go down to your 5-minute time frame. Let me show you guys some stuff real quick. So when I come into the market, this was Friday. Friday, look at this. It shot right up. I'm talking about like literally the first 20 minutes, we went from 291 all the way to 294. Who caught that on Friday? IWM just took off and you caught it. It literally just gapped up and we were able to move. The volatility and the beta was different that morning, and the contract amount was different that morning as well. It shot straight up. We have a pullback coming to the downside. I'm not going to go start reading these candles for y'all, but I want you to be able to see this right here. I'm going to go back to this heat map right here and show you. These financials sectors here on Friday, here, here, and here, and also industrials affected the market from Thursday night coming into this morning. Legitimately. Came up Thursday morning, everything was red. We woke up that morning, everything was down. We're like, dang, what's going on? IWM was just at 295. Why did it go down to 291 and dump 4 points? Wasn't because of these. Once the financial and industrials and healthcare started kind of moving back, so did that. What do you mean, Donivan? United Healthcare beat earnings but gap back down as well overnight. It pushed IWM down because they're heavily focused on that. Also, y'all can tell your President Trump quit opening his mouth. Because every time he opened his mouth, these stocks start going haywire, particularly IWM. So you get this pulling all the way back down, going back up, reaching a level, which I'm not going to pull this level and show y'all because areas of consolidation from left to right and filling a gap, previous gaps. And it pulled right back down and we consolidated and we pretty much stayed in the zone for the majority of the day. We stayed between 293 and 295 after that, the majority of the day. So you could have traded here, could have brought it down here. I don't trade in consolidation. I would have traded that. But right coming towards that intraday trading right here, where I told y'all earlier with IWM, intraday move, beginning move. Let me give y'all some sauce. The beginning move of IWM's takeoff in any stock, if you see it taking off, institutional tradings happen overnight, financial sector and money's been exchanged in the morning, there's high volatility. Because of that, IWM is going to move. It will cool off typically the rest of the day. An hour and a half before power hour or something like that, you will start to see an hour and a half before power hour, you will start to see SPY, QQQ, and all of them with their options, volatility and all that begin to sell off and money be exchanged. And those larger caps start rotating to hedge into IWM. And either you will see a sharp move to the downside or a move to the upside. IWM is one of the favorite stocks you can trade during that time. Who wants some sauce? Let me put one in the chat. I'm going to show y'all something real quick, but you probably didn't or did not know. Here is IWM. Because it's a leading indicator, like Court just told you, guess what you can also trade and mirror it when it starts to sell off with financial institutions. Oh, is that SPX? Yes, it is. You can actually use IWM during this time to actually trade this as an indicator when it starts to move during that time. There's a lot of similarity when these stocks start to move from here to here. These look very similar, don't they? Put a one in the chat. Let me remove all these lines here so you can see what I'm talking about. I'll remove all my lines so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I'm only talking about right here and right here. Very eerily similar, huh? Very similar. That one move, that one move. That first move, that first move. When you start seeing the beta and IV volatility start to either go in sync, meaning it's stabilized out, you will start to see SPX move in sync with IWM. Who did not know that? Put one in the chat. Some of you guys are so scared to trade SPX, you're not paying attention to some of the key things, like the beta and implied volatility and all that. When they're the same, SPY and SPX tend to be the same. Now y'all starting to figure out why when we be calling stuff out and stuff be stabilizing out, and I call it IWM, Kendra, like the ninja she is in the market, LC Chaz, we be in QQQ spot. They all come in lockstep because the beta and the IV volatility is the same. Every time you try, I understand you don't need to be an SPX. You need to master IWM. Once you learn how to trade IWM, you can trade this safely. I'm only showing this to you to show you that you should not be afraid of trading it. They follow each other when the IV volatility and the beta is lined up. Just don't need to worry about it. But some of you guys don't need to be coming in SPX because you got $1,200 in your brokerage account and you've been trading IW. I'm finna talk that talk real quick. And you've been building your account for the past 3 weeks, and you think, man, I'm finna go hop on with somebody, Hannah, somebody, and put 1,200 and come into SPX and come trade it, and you don't know nothing about SPX. And instead of you not chasing waterfalls like TLC tell you to do, you get in here because you can enter and exit pretty easy on IWM. Kendra, Court, LC, Chaz, how dangerous is it to enter and exit SPX on pullbacks? Please speak. Sky
I
Zone, talk
don't
to him real quick.
do
How
not
dangerous is it?
recommend.
They say do not recommend.
We do
I'm talking
not
about
recommend.
before you can screenshot, before you can get ready, before you can do
That's the
anything.
one to
It's
screenshot.
over with. It's over with.
It's over
Screenshots
with.
Over with.
definitely do be
Screenshot
wrong.
will do it every time. Oh my
And
God.
now notice this trend line going to the upside on SPX. Notice the trend line on IWM. We got more bullish momentum and 3 or 4 white soldiers going to the upside on IWM. And you could have stayed in there more towards the end than you could SPX. But everybody wants quick money, but you don't have quick hands. You could have came over here to IWM, and if there's a 4-to-1 with the stock ratio, you could have said, well, if it's $400 over here and $100 over here, and this moves slower and yields the same results as this, let me come over to IWM. I just gave somebody some sauce again and traded the same. So you over here stressed out. I'm over here. I'm gonna follow this to the upside, come in and smack it on his head, come out of my 30%, leave a runner. You came in and got a pullback, got nervous, and you couldn't hit the sell button quick enough. And now all of a sudden you mad because you thought that IWM, you thought SPX was gonna treat you nice. It don't care about your feelings. But I'm only showing you this because when the implied volatility and the beta is set up the same, SPY will fall in sync, QQQ will fall in sync, IWM will fall in sync, and then you can actually trade SPX. I actually use IWM to trade SPX. I literally will be having these two lined up, and I'll be watching IWM while I'm trading SPX. I'm just telling y'all that. That's what I do because it pulled back, but I know the volatility and everything. In court, I don't want to give them the gamma stuff yet, but because the gamma and stuff is lined up where it need to be lined up at, I don't care how this is moving because my end zones or my gamma walls are set up in their appropriate place for me to actually say, you know what, I can stay in the trade. I just gave them some sauce, court.
Yeah, that was A+
That
game. I
so
think yeah, the gamer probably gotta just the math and stuff,
yeah,
probably gotta get a mentorship for
there
that.
you go. Yeah, you gotta get
It's
mentorship for
just a
that.
time thing.
So some of my mentees know about my end zone. Put a one in the chat. Y'all know about my end zones when you see me trade. Because we're gonna do some live trading tomorrow, and you'll see them, but you don't necessarily know what they mean. But I gotta teach you that. We'll teach you that in the mentorship. But they're there for a reason. So this tells me that I have more confluence to stay in the trade. Am I gonna talk about trend zones and all that type of stuff? or anything like that, we'll leave that there. But I just wanted to show you guys how when all this stuff is aligned properly, it helps you make a more educated guess when you're in the market. And let me pull this over to the left real quick, then we'll slow it. We'll go into some other stuff real quick and be done. So this is the same stuff that I just gave you guys on this sheet. Make sure you guys take it, please. I put some time developing it. It gives you a chance to kind of look at IWM on a deeper way. Gives you a chance to actually understand everything. I went over everything I just talked to you about IWM with this stock and how it moves. There's more to it, even with me giving you the fact sheet as well, telling you what's going on and telling you exactly how to do it. Because I want you guys to be successful with this when you're trading it. Information changes situations. The Bible says my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. I'm trying to give you as much knowledge as possible before you put your money into the market. So for those of you guys that are in our community, you'll get a chance to see me and Sky Zone, with my brother Sky Zone. I don't know if he's still on here, and everybody else put this to use because we're actually going to live trade for the next 2 weeks on Zoom. So we get a chance to go into the market starting tomorrow morning and run this up real quick. And you guys get a chance to see this stuff being done real time and real community with us, man. We'll get up in the morning. We're going to pray. We're going to execute trades. And we're going to turn this up real time so you guys can see it. But more importantly, you get a chance to kind of see how this stuff is done in real time. Court, I know you probably talked about I know you got earnings reports. We got some links we're dropping in the chat. If you do not have access to the community but want to come in and check it out for live trading, put a one in the chat so we get that dropped again. Put a one in the chat if you need to get access. Put a one in
Yes,
the chat. Let us
access.
know,
Go over the cheat sheet tonight, guys, or early
please.
tomorrow before market opens. We are going to be doing some IWM. We're actually transitioning, right? Because
Yes.
literally just finished up the CCM Compound Trading Challenge. We were able to take
Woo.
6 people in about,
Yeah.
I want to say about 3.5. Was it 4 weeks? Did we go 4 weeks, guys?
We went about 4, maybe 5. Yeah.
In about 4 or 5 weeks, we were able to take 6 of our members from $500 to over $5,000.
Correct. Correct.
Live trading is going to start at 9:30. On Mondays, we do pray together before market open inside the community. So join the Discord, guys. We will see you inside. We
Yes.
cannot wait to trade and to work with you guys. Donovan, since you're sharing screen, you could actually go straight to Discord and in my channel, I posted, or actually I posted here again, here in the chat, and you can bring it up. I posted this week's upcoming earnings or some of the biggest companies reporting earnings. Wednesday is a really big day in the
Where's
market.
it at? Is it in big trades?
Yeah.
Wait, one more thing. I wanted to say this
Go
really
ahead.
quickly. Donovan, I'm putting you on the spot, but do you
Um,
want to tell them really quickly about the mentorship you do have coming up? Because I've had a few people
oh,
ask about
yes.
that.
Yes. So me and my brother Sky Zone are queuing up for a second cohort for Blueprint Elite, Best of Both Worlds mentorship coming up here in a couple of months. We're getting ready to jump this off for you guys to show you guys how all this stuff is done real time. So I'll be covering all this stuff in depth, walking you guys from beginning to end. You'll get the best of both worlds. I am a day trader and I'm a scalper. Um, Sky Zone is one of the best swing traders I've ever seen in my life. So you got both of us coming together, giving you all this information at one time. What we also got a twist this time around as well to give that to you guys. We're gonna turn these guys up for our mentorship. There's a link that we're gonna drop here for you guys. Y'all mentorship is absolutely beautiful. Who took our mentorship before? Put the freeze emoji in there. So I don't think they know.
There's a lot of them.
A
There they
lot
go.
of graduates, a lot of people who
Yeah.
came through
A lot of blueprint
yeah, a
graduates.
lot of
Yeah.
blueprints.
So I'm getting ready to drop the link there for our mentorship. Is where you can do a discovery call with Sky Zone and I. Like you said, we do one-on-ones. But we're gonna. I love the approach we got this time. We were blessed with a lot of people to do mentorship with them, and so we're getting ready to jump this off right now for the next couple of months and start this off. But we are taking people right now for this next cohort. Please, if you want to hop in, because we do got first come first serve. If you want to hit us up in the Discord, we are there as well. We do one-on-ones as well. We also do Bible studies. I don't know if you guys knew that. So there are Bible studies as well. Um, here for you guys on Wednesday nights that we do have here in our community as well. But I want to make you guys aware that I'm going to drop this link here as well. Give me 1 second for them to have. All right. Let me know if y'all got this. You can click on the link right there. You can tap on the link. You schedule a call with me and Sky Zone. We love to work with you. We love to walk with you through it, introduce you to the market, get you in the Discord. But there's a wealth of knowledge in here with all the analysts and everyone in here that we can help you with. I'd love to work with you as well. Um, Court, you said go to your page, correct?
Yes, yes, my
Your
channel,
page?
the Bigs Market Insights. I posted the earnings, and I also posted it here in the chat for everyone. If you guys want to take a look and follow along with us really quickly, I won't keep you guys too much longer.
She said Biggs. Is it on the market analysis? Let me see if I can find you, bro.
Market Insights here. Scroll up a little bit. So many channels.
I know, yeah.
We'll take a look at some things here really quickly.
I know you in here because I got 5,000 of them. I
And you
got your
can
esteem.
also do a search. If you know the name of the channel, you can always go to the search bar and type it in, and then you'll
Here
see
it is.
Biggs
I got
Market
it.
Insights.
Yeah, right here. Searching. Really?
Yes, yes, their next class is this fall. It's going to be kicking off in October. If I'm not mistaken. They kind of
Yes.
wanted to give you guys your summer months to yourself. In the summer, you know, the market, blah. And a lot of
And
people, are focused on school and have their children home. So, for a lot of us, trading, becomes a little bit secondary. Um,
yeah. And we're gonna live trade with them, Court. So
yeah.
they get a chance to get that free access. We're gonna live trade with the mentees as well, up until the mentorship. So you guys get a chance to make money with us as well. And we're gonna hit the ground running. So definitely want to get you guys going. So get signed up. I got you, brother, right here, man.
Welcome, welcome. Aaliyah says she's locked in and she will be joining in October.
Let's go. Hey, you can sign up now.
That's what I
Listen,
like to
y'all.
hear. People commit, people make decisions. There's really nothing to play about. You know what's on the other side of a choice and decision.
Man.
No need to dilly dally. So this week, what are we watching specifically? And we mentioned it here. Wednesday is going to be the big day, right? Wednesday we have Tesla
Yeah, buddy.
reporting, we have Google, IBM,
Now,
AT&T
ooh,
pre-market. Travel Leisure is another company to really watch. There's really a big move that's expected to happen there. Intel Core report
Verizon.
Thursday. That's going to be big. 3M is always, something to keep an eye on as well. It's in a lot of our long-term portfolios.
Yeah,
Newmont, we trade that. FXC. They
that's gonna be
report
a good.
Thursday.
That's gonna be crazy. Tuesday, I know you see Ally Bank, another financial company there. IWM will respond to that Tuesday. I just want to let y'all know that when you get up in the morning, coming into Monday and Tuesday, there will be some volatility with IWM on Tuesday. I can tell you that right now.
Absolutely. I'm excited. Texas Instrument is also something that I hold long term as well. TXN, been buying that for years also. So
Yeah,
you guys kind of just want to
appreciate it.
keep your head
So
on a
we,
swivel and see. The market might not, we
I
could
don't know.
really kind of consolidate Monday and Tuesday and await for earnings season to start on Wednesday. So every position we do take, guys, we are going to be cautious. Donovan, while we're here, let's check
Okay,
out
bro.
on TradingView. Let's look at SP 500 really quickly.
Yes, sir. Let me get this cleared out, brother. 1 second.
Yes, sir. And I will fly through this, guys. I'll make it quick.
Let me let me remove all these drawings so we can get something clear. You
Mm,
want a 5 minute time frame? We're going to a daily or what?
We can do, let's do SP 500
Okay.
in the symbols. I texted to you as well. One look at SPY. Yeah. There you go.
Right here.
SPX. Let me see. Yes.
Wait a minute.
The daily chart, weekly chart.
I don't know why it's not pulling up.
You have to switch to a daily or a weekly.
Well, I'm on daily right now.
Let's look-
Reset traffic. There it is.
Okay, let's look at this.
Oh,
You want the SPX 500 to USD? I'll text it to you. I'm sorry.
yeah.
That's the wrong one.
Right here. Is it SPX 500?
Yeah, the top one to USD. There you go. You already had your levels
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We'll do
I'm,
that.
I'm, I'm removing them so we can see it
Okay,
clear.
that's fine. So let's see. We failed to move higher this week, guys. We had a key rejection area. Um,
That's 74.42.
yeah, going into this week, we're gonna have a resistance point. Let's do 7,600. Let's go with a psychological level there. And let's do 7,400 as our area of support. Let's
Okay.
see if we
Let
can
me
hold
bring this
that.
down. You said 7,400?
7,400 as our area of support. And as long as we can hold that, we'll look to see if we get a higher move into the future
Okay.
and to see if the S&P continues to move higher. Let's move, bro. Take a look at the VIX really quickly.
Ooh, give them
And
that
let's take a look at
6%.
that on the weekly, guys. We can see that the weekly candle,
Let me
that the
move my
VIX,
drawers from there. Weekly.
yep, on the weekly,
Got you, brother.
very, very bullish candle on the weekly on the VIX, guys. 16 is going to be our area of support, and anything over 18, we're going to stay bullish on the VIX and look for the broad market to move lower. And if we can hold 18 this week, we'll look for the VIX to move to 20 and then like 2350 in the future. So that's going to be our levels for the VIX. Let's take a look at spot gold,
Yeah,
XAU,
that's it, bro. It's a triple
USD.
bottom. My
Yep,
goodness. And you said, look at what, brothers? You said gold?
XAU, USD.
Where we at?
Mhm.
SAU?
USD. X as in
Oh, okay, my bad.
like
Gold.
xylophone. What's a
XAU. Gold.
XAU? Yep, USD, the one that just says gold from O Owanda.
See
Yep.
it. Got it. This is the daily. This is the weekly. You want to go to the daily or no?
No, this is perfect. We can take a look at this here on the
Ooh.
weekly together. And we can see that gold is kind of trending down and setting some lower holds, some lower lows. We'll use 4,000. Well, we're already below 4,000 on support
Yep.
for gold. Dang.
Another one there. Ooh,
Yeah,
wee.
we'll look for a move to 3,750 and 3,400 subsequently on gold if we cannot hold or regain that 4,000 level on gold.
Mm-hmm. I like that, bro.
Beesh.
Oof.
We'll see what we get tomorrow. See what we get tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the dollar, DXY. And remember, the dollar makes up a large portion of IWM.
Yep.
It's the highest portion of the.
That thing almost bear flagging right here. My goodness. It fell. It's
Yep,
January
definitely
1.
flagging. hmm Right below that resistance point of like 101. 101 was previously resistance on gold. If you
Yep.
look at it on the weekly,
Yep.
around there was,
Bounce, bouncing off of this level right here. So either we going up or back down, but that's crazy.
yep. So we'll
Yeah.
see if gold continues to inch down and make a move towards 100. We'll use 100 as our support level.
Okay.
And yo, if we fall below 100 on gold, it's gonna like, yeah, it looks like the floor is pretty much out at that point, and we can see a move down to 98 and 96 in the future. I'm sorry for the dollar USD. I said gold by accident, guys. Excuse me. For DXY, we'll use 100 as our
Got a wedge
primary
there.
support. Yeah.
Got a
Hopefully.
second wedge.
And we will post a recording, and you guys can definitely take a look at this again. Let's take a look at US oil, bro. It'll say US oil, crude oil. Of course. Yeah. Mm,
WTI crude oil.
yep. Now
No.
this is
Ooh,
crazy, right? You guys will see this.
look at that, bro. Since
Look at
June.
that candle on the weekly, guys. What happened last week? We've been bombing Iran for almost 8 consecutive days. And there you go. There goes your move there.
Ooh.
And of course, crude oil started to move up higher, right? Once we had started attacking Iran again, which sent oil prices much higher than, as expected. As expected. Now we're going to use 80 as a support for crude oil going forward and then see if it continues to move higher. Anything over 85, we're going to look for 87, 90, and 95. But 80 is going to be our support on crude oil. So we'll transition away from commodities after you're done marking this for them, brother. And we'll take a look at Tesla. It looks like,
Bro, they gap down so much, bro.
hmm and we're going to look at this on a higher time frame, guys.
Sorry, bro.
Do
All
we
my stuff
check
is
all
dark.
these every day? Not every day. We do a lot of our analysis on Sundays.
Mhm.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's zoom out. Brother, can we look at Tesla on a monthly?
We sure can. In 1 second. Reset chart view. There we go. Look at that.
Okay, okay. And what it looks like, what's very possible is if we go back about here, mark from here, and if we drew, excuse me, guys, my trend line is going to be a little crooked.
Go
But if
ahead, brother.
we drew a trend line out, and what
Mhm.
is the date for this candle, our first candle where we kind of wicked here, where we
This one
revert?
right here,
This candle down here, what's the date for this?
April 24th.
Uh, so let me see.
Is that
It
earnings?
looks like was a post-election bull run on Tesla, and it looks like it's
Look at
finally
that.
starting to run out.
Yeah, that's the earnings report day too.
Yeah, it
Huh.
looks like we got to pull back here, and Donovan could draw a much nicer trend line if he would so choose here for us, and we can see here with the most recent candle on the monthly following last week here, we broke below the trend.
Yep.
Now we still have a level of support. Can we look on the daily?
Yes, sir.
We still have a level of support around 376, 377.
Right here.
Yeah, about like, yeah, around there. But if we lose that, Tesla could drop. You can get a 10-point drop, $10 drop on Tesla. The floor could be out there. You could see a drop or pull back to like
340.
365. Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
340 is definitely a possibility. 350, 30 is a before that.
man,
Now we
bro.
can always see a bounce here this week, guys, at this level, and a move back up to like 385, which would take us back bullish. And then at that point, we could target like 390, so on and so forth. We're gonna see what happens with Tesla earnings. But we're gonna stay on our toes. Yes, Tesla has earnings this week. Shamel, good question. Let's take a look at what else do we trade? Let's take a look at Meta.
Yeah, man. Meta had a pop. I think was it this week or last week? It ran up.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that on the weekly, and we can kind of start to look and mark the trend there. Mm-hmm. And I'll remove these drawings. And it looks like, honestly, too, once again, we drew a trend line similar to
Mhm.
how we did last week. Looks like Meta is
Mhm.
banging on the door, and it wants to move higher. And it's had a
Yep.
hard time kind of setting some higher highs and moving higher since it set this all-time high going back to like July of there, yeah. Mm-hmm. We set that all-time highs. But if we break above this, we can see if we get a push back to the 800s.
Boy.
And that would be really, really nice. Let me see. This is the weekly chart.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The 800s. That looks nice, man.
We're going to use 625s as our area of support on Meta headed into the week.
625.
625.
Gotcha.
And under 625, I would say at that point from looking, yep, you guys see back here too, this level, and it was previously an area of
Mm-hmm.
resistance.
Yep.
At 625 holds, we'll stay bullish. But if we break down below 625, we could definitely revisit some of those lower levels, like the 550 range. Even like
Mhm.
Donovan has here, marked here 540 is not out of play if we break below 625. So we'll see. 652 is going to be an area of resistance for us on Meta. And if we break over 652, let me see. 652.
Should be able to ride, bro.
Bro, if we break over 652 on Meta, we would probably target like 685,
Mm-hmm.
690.
690
Yeah, around 690.
right here. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And above 690, there's a lot of room for Meta to make a room to like 730, 740. It's nothing that's going to stop it from getting there at that point.
Not at all. There it is right there.
Yeah. And I apologize
Mhm.
if I'm rushing, guys. Nah, discovery calls are free. We do discovery calls to not
Yep.
only figure out if we're a good fit for you, but also if you're a good fit for us. A lot of people get turned down for mentorships and things like that around here. We earn the right, to kind of handpick who we want to work with and interact with intimately. Um, I think that was something all of us were pretty serious about when we left our jobs to do this full time. I feel like interacting with people you don't like consistently is like a function of having a job. We don't really work with people we don't like. Let's take a look at Micron, bro, and then we'll wrap up soon.
MU.
MU.
Oh, bruh.
Let's
This on
look
a
at
weekly.
that.
See
Bro,
that fair
even
value gap. Oh my goodness.
this has been hard to trade. Yo, this was crazy last week. I watched it all week. I was like, yo, this is nuts. Let's take a look at this on a 1 hour even, and you guys will see here like nasty
Oh,
work.
that's
Look,
nasty, bro.
you take from the high and you guys
Bruh.
down here, and we can see which way are we trending on Micron, guys. I mean, trending down.
Got a baseline at 846
Mm-hmm.
and a gap back
Us
down to
to
781.
even start to consider that it's a reversal or an optimal place to start taking calls, we would have to break above like 915 for this to even be something that we consider.
Mm-hmm.
And Donovan, you can mark like like 915, 912, that range around there.
Right in here, right in
Uh-huh. I would stay away from calls on Micron until
here. That's nasty,
this
bro.
is a very, very aggressive sell-off, guys. This is a very aggressive sell-off. And then we'll say that our support here is going to be around 820. Yeah, 820. Below 820, we'll see we could easily test 800 and 775 to,
Mm-hmm.
750 on Micron. Where's 820 at?
It's an 820 right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, below that,
Look at that.
we're gonna
That's all the way from May, bro.
fill that gap down for May. And at that point, yeah, we'll look for
Yeah,
will
it's a gap,
IBM
bro.
continue to sell off? Let's take a look at IBM. Let's see how they've performed recent earnings.
Somebody got paid. IBM is this fool. Because I have that
And
charted, bro. Look at that drop. Golly. Ooh.
will they continue to sell off?
Let me see something. Trade left to right. Okay, so we got motion right here. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, where we get to the downside? Let me see. There it is. Down to 203. We come right here. I can't believe we dumped that far down, bro.
Yo, bro, it's really hard to believe with IBM. We'll see how this week goes. But this is something, I mean, you must trade earnings on it. I don't know, you get 230 calls
Mm-hmm.
at these.
Man, yeah. Let me see something here about there. Bro, I would just wait, but I don't trust that, bro. That dump was nasty, bro. I see that from what this is Tuesday. Like that's a nasty fall, bro.
Yeah, strong sell-off. Where's the 200 at this point on IBM?
That's a good question. 200 is right below here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right below. We
Yeah,
get a break of that. That'll pull us down to
big gap to fill.
September of
Bad
of
China. Bad-
2024, bro.
Yeah, bad earnings after previously having a positive earnings. Let's see what else we have on the agenda for this week. Not a crazy busy news week. Nothing really on Monday and Tuesday.
Can we look at Sandus?
SNDK.
Gotcha.
Let me see.
Look at that. It's still the hourly. Um, like it want to come down. It's at 1278.
That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. And
That's
before we get a bounce, I'm like, you could probably ride it down and ride it back up.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's take a look at let's take a look at Nokia calls for August. If you want to open up an options chain really quickly.
Ugh, look at that. I'm taking a look at my phone. You said Nokia for August? Let me see.
Nokia contracts for August.
I'm pulling up my brokerage right now. Take a look at that.
Gotcha.
Nokia for August. What strike?
$12.
So August 14th, 7th, 14th, or the 21st.
Let me see. What is it for the 21st? That's the third
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah, what's it for the 21st?
Either August the 2nd or August what?
The 21st, August
Yes,
21st,
sir.
$12 calls.
Put all the calls have over 57,000 in open interest.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So the market is pricing in almost like a 12% move on Nokia for earnings on Thursday. How much are those contracts? The $12 calls for that?
42.
$42 a
42.
contract?
Yeah, that's not bad.
If you
They
guys
even
want
got
to trade something for earnings, you guys can look at Nokia calls for
they got
August.
about to 18 and $7 a contract. They
Mm-hmm.
20,000,
Them $12
31,000 at
calls.
$20. Dang.
Yeah. And where's Nokia sitting now? What's the share price?
Was it 10? Was it $10? Where's it at now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean chart this. This is
Guys
easy.
could look out for that. Intel Core reports on Thursday.
Yes. Well, me and Sky's only looking at boy Intel like crazy.
If you look at the $65 puts for the 28th,
For Intel,
yep,
let me see.
somebody bought those as like a hedge against this extended run on Intel.
Yeah,
$65 calls for August 28th.
they trying to get paid.
Yeah, traders are looking for a 15% move on Intel Core.
Yeah, it's over 21,000. Not bad. $200.
Hmm.
Yeah, bid ask. Okay, $1.75. Okay, that's not bad.
Yep.
$1.75. That's not bad. It might dump, bro.
It
Like
might dump. And that's
the
just,
wicked,
what
yeah.
people took as a hedge against this extended move on Intel Core that we've seen recently. That's what people bought.
Look at that. Look at that.
In terms of Google, you guys can take a look at the 415 calls for the 21st of August.
Shh.
I'm kind of just over here going through these really quickly as well.
You said what was your strike?
415 calls
I like them. 415.
for
Yeah,
August
so you
21st.
oh yeah, you looking for that to pop. We got
821. That's what they were buying.
look at overnight. Right here.
Hmm.
It's already moving to the downside right now. So y'all can see that this is overnight price action moving right now in the stock market.
How much of the 415 calls
Let me see.
on Google for the 821? Anybody can answer. You can type it in the chat. $150 a contract or so.
What you said, $1.65?
Yeah. And if you want to go closer to the money, the 400s, almost $300 a contract. I like the 415s, higher volatility. Your delta, your delta is about 50%.
I like Google. Hey,
Yeah, I like those 415s. I like that
I've been
contract.
running Google the past week back to back.
that 400 got 19,000 for this week coming up.
And if you guys are looking at Google, you'll see that your IV is about 50% per contract.
Mm,
So your delta is about 50% per contract. And what your delta is how much you gain, how much you make per dollar move in your direction. So, calculate it the same way you would premiums, pretty much. So that's what we're watching on Google. If I'm
Sorry,
watching
I'm
anything else, we talked
I'm
about
still
IBM.
checking. You said what?
We talked about IBM, right?
Yeah, we
We talked
did.
about IBM. We talked about Google. We talked Intel Core. We talked Tesla. We talked Nokia. Anything stick out to you guys as well? Texas Instrument. We don't really trade too much.
Yeah, we don't really trade that much.
We do buy that.
We
What
got
guys I'm
American.
looking at? I know he said he had his list.
Now, what I'm saying, hey, that's what we niggas. I know he got some fire on that list. I'm telling y'all, if anybody got some fire, my boy Scott's got some fire on that list.
Malik.
My brother, man.
Oh, he's quiet.
Nah, he don't. I just let him in.
Gotta unmute himself.
Yeah, I think he's on. Yeah, I
Mm,
know he got.
mm, mm.
Yeah, he
He
got a
trying to
fire.
hog that list. That's what's going on.
You know, he working it.
You know how he do Donovan. He got to put in all his trades and then be like, "I've been said that. I've been
Hey, let me tell
said
y'all
that."
something. That boy called the Apple thing out on his July trading last week. Bruh, that thing flew. He called this, was it PayPal? Yeah, he called PayPal
PayPal
out.
was crazy.
And listen, I'm still hurt about that. Sky Zone, let me tell y'all something, man. Rather you getting this mentorship. Sky Zone called this PayPal out. That would have paid somebody's mortgage for the next 2 months. I'm trying to tell you, it was flying. It legitimately is flying. Side note, Court,
Yo,
I'm at a full circle moment right now.
tell me.
No, this is the first time me and you been we talked about it, but it's the first time we've been on the phone live charting.
Yo, I love it, man. It's always fun. You right now you the Vanna White of the stock market. We just working together. You doing your thing. I appreciate you. I love your chart work. I know you put in a lot of your screen time. I mean all of you do. All of the analysts do, guys. If you knew how much time they spent on the charts, finding these things for you guys. Let's take a look at, they wanted us to look at Apple really quickly. And if you look at Apple on the weekly, ooh, we
We still got some more movement on Apple, man.
still got some juice left to Apple. And we
Look at
talked
that.
about it too, right? How
Sorry, let me put the
Apple tends to perform really well this time of year. Nvidia too. Nvidia's entering the season or the time of year where they perform really well also.
see
Let's
how we
take,
keep wicking right there on Apple.
yeah, Apple on the weekly, guys.
Hold on, it's the hourly. 1 second. Ooh,
And I will share this chart with you guys, and we will look, and you guys can see how
right.
Apple performs on average in the month of July and August. So we're 2 weeks into Apple, as you can see, and we mentioned it in the chat as well. I think we were, man, we were talking about Apple 250s about 3 weeks ago. It's important to tap in. It's important to stay tapped in and pay attention. Let me see. But yes, still very bullish on Apple. You guys can see the seasonality there. And that is how Apple performs on average. We can see that the months of July and August, you tend to get a really strong move, but especially July. 90% of the time, Apple makes a really strong move in July, around 7% on average. We can take a look at somebody mentioned GLW.
GLW. Let's see something.
Corning. Yeah, Corning. Not a very volatile company. If you
No,
look at the beta on that, you will see it doesn't really.
got three white crows to the
Yeah.
downside, bro.
hmm
Yeah,
But it's not in that point or in that range where it tends to perform well year over year.
no.
For a company like GLW, they usually do best between like November and March.
I don't know if y'all heard what he just said. We talked about companies and how they perform year over year. That's a big deal, man. If you're going to invest in stocks in the company.
Absolutely. This is how we rotate you guys' portfolios when we're doing any type of asset or wealth management. This is how we predict and how we pick some of our swing trades. We look and see what companies are coming into a long or strong seasonal rotation, and that's what we try to snipe and target first. And then we'll work our way down. But these things just help. So, for example, this time of year where, Nvidia also starts to move into like its strongest point of the year. Second half of July, going into like November, they do really, really well, historically. Um, so we'll watch it. We'll watch it. But between that time, like, middle of July and like the middle of November, Nvidia usually makes about a 15% move on average. So,
A lot of gems, bro. I really, really hope y'all took some of this stuff down.
yes, and Malik is going to go over a lot of these things as well in the mentorship and when he's talking about his how he swing trades. And I'll be talking about some of this on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube, guys, if you don't
Yes.
already. I will post the link here in the chat.
Yes, sir. Who learned something today? Y'all learned something or no? Or y'all just on here to be on here? Who learned something new today?
They ain't learned something today. They
Y'all talk to me. Learn something. You learned something. Let me know if y'all learned something.
didn't
Was it worth it?
respond, man. Who's a liar? That's what we should be trying. There you go, guys. Everybody, please follow me on YouTube. I'm going to be posting some shorts there. We're going to
Yes.
actually be clipping some of what we did here tonight, Donovan, and posting it there as
Let's
well.
do it. Let's do it, brother. Yeah, we got live trading start tomorrow morning. Hope you guys learn some stuff, man. Feel free to
Yes,
lock in with
yes,
us for the mentorship. Hop in the community where y'all can see this being done real time. Um,
absolutely. And if grab those 1 week free trials, it should be a really good week. I'm comfortable with everything. I'm prepared. We're going to do some more in terms of preparation tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. So I'm excited about tomorrow too as well, man. So this class will be recorded. Hopefully, you guys, if you need the cheat sheet, like you said, we just dropped it in here. I think there was a link for discovery calls. Like you said, we're starting the mentorship discovery calls now. I know Scott just dropped that in there, man. If you want to get on the phone with me, I definitely want to get a chance to have a conversation, see if this is a good fit. You can walk with us, man. If you have any questions, because all the stuff that I'm teaching you guys tonight we're gonna be breaking this stuff down even in the mentorship, man, and giving some more cheat sheets and stuff like that, and doing some live trade. We want to walk with you guys from beginning to end. So if you're truly interested in this, me and my brother Skyzone, man, please hop in, man. Don't hesitate. Please don't.
Also, make sure you register for free live trading tomorrow. Like they said, we're
Yes,
starting
yes.
early. And feel free to invite people, y'all. We really want you to invite people. A lot of times people are asking for us to do things for free or just do it for the love. This would be it. The recording will be out. Please sign up for the free live training. Sign up for the 7-day trial so you have access to everything, all the knowledge, all the Zoom recordings, really maximize these things. A lot of times we don't take the opportunity when it costs us nothing. So please take root in that. And then also for people who are sometimes telling me, like, I want to join the mentorship, but I don't have enough money right now. Book a Calendly link. It's free.
Please,
Talk to Donovan, talk to Sky Zone,
please.
tell them what your plan is, what you're trying to do. You never know what blessings may be on there. You never know what they can work out. You never know what payment arrangement you can do if you don't ask. So I just want to say that stop psyching yourself out. We're here to help and we want you to be here. So yeah, I don't, Donovan, I don't know if you had your link for them to sign up for the 7-day. I didn't have it, but they can do the 7-day free trial.
I don't. I think I don't have it here in front of me. Sky, someone drop that real quick.
Okay.
For drop that 7-day free trial form so I can get in there. Like you said, if it's money that's stopping you, come and communicate with us. We've helped out so many people that had issues dealing with money and all that. Like it's not that. If you really want help, man, schedule the call. Let's talk. Let's communicate. Let's get going. So the 500 to the 5,000 was something that we just previously wrapped up. We're doing live trading for the next 2 weeks. Somebody may make about we don't know. I've seen it happen, but there is a link where we're gonna do free live trading where we'll start tomorrow. Um, Tomorrow morning, fresh, bright and early. So click on that link here to register. I
I
believe
put
there's a
up
link
the
in there
links
for
they
where.
need. I
Uh,
dropped a 7-day free trial. I dropped the discovery link. Do I need to drop the link for free trade?
Yeah, drop that
yes.
link, brother. Hey, that's my brother Sky Zone, y'all. Yeah, he dropped it. So we got
Also,
three
too,
links in here.
Donovan, watch this. They asking you about the 500 to 5,000, but what we talked about today is compounding. So
Mhm.
I got y'all right here. Watch this. While you live trading and they calling out these trades, just do this.
Mm,
Follow this. Take your 500. They call it a trade. You make $25.
I'm telling you.
Be good for the day. Next day, you make 26, 25. You can literally copy it. I dropped it in the chat. But stay consistent. And I'm about to
So
tell you right now, most days or most trades in general, they gonna call it out and it's gonna be worth more than $25 for sure.
yeah.
So
Somebody just asked, can they get the recording? You can get the recording, but the cheat sheet is what I went over. I transcribed it when I was talking about it. Are you in the Discord or the community? Shannon, because you are, we're gonna post everything in there for you guys to have it so you can use it as well. So um do me a favor, Sky Zone, you drop the 7-day free trial, drop the free live trade link right under there, and then a discovery call link. So they got all three back to back to back. Hold on, y'all.
I get you. I get you.
Y'all give me 1 second. He gonna drop
Wow.
all three back to back to back. So y'all can have it for y'all.
Wow.
And another reason why I'm gonna tell you guys to join the 7 days is because if you just come to the free live trading, what happens is you get access to Donovan and Sky Zone for that call, but then afterwards in the Discord, you can't see everything else that we're doing and talking about, and it's a lot of moving parts. So I definitely want you all to take advantage of that. You might as well get the most robust option while you're here. You might as well get the free live trading. Hannah does live trading during the week. You might as well get access to Kendra, Court, LC, Chaz, me, Option Chick. You might as well get access to everything while you don't have to pay for it, right? And you never know what may happen, but the biggest thing is that we want to front load you the value and let you know like it's a community here. Everybody's here for you. Everybody's here to answer questions. We have a very dynamic group of people, even people who aren't analysts. If you have questions, they're willing to answer. They're super helpful, super warm. This is like my family. So definitely ask as many questions as possible. Take
There we
advantage
go.
of these links,
All
please.
right, y'all. He just hit y'all with the free 7 days, 2 week live trading link, and a discovery call link for y'all to book to us so we can get on the phone y'all for a mentorship to reach out to us. So you got 3 in 1. And some
And
of
I'm
y'all
gonna
over the
drop
next
a swing list in the next 30 minutes.
ooh, y'all need to get in the chat there. He can drop a swing list. Okay.
My
And my
recommendation,
other
start a new
swing list
account
is
and take
still,
all of them.
But you know what, Sky, bro? It's gonna be somebody to live trade with us and make the money to pay their mentorship off for the next 2 weeks. Watch what I tell you.
I know that's a fact.
Watch this. I guarantee it. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all hop in.
How
Let's
many of y'all on here have never traded with us before? With
who's
me
never
and
traded.
Donovan live trade.
Yeah, who's never traded with us before? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, Scott, you see him? Oh yeah.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
yeah.
So I'm gonna let
Hold
y'all
on.
know now. I'm the reckless one. Donovan, the more subtle one.
Yeah, I'm the
So,
subtle one. So oh yeah, it's finna go down.
so just be ready for tomorrow. We'll be live trading for 2 weeks. We normally get on at like 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. You can get on like 10, 15 minutes
He
ahead of
said I
time.
was scared. Why are you scared to trade with us?
I know you ain't gotta be
You
scared.
gotta be scared. We gonna have
But
fun.
if you want to, you can come in 10
Now,
or
don't be
15
scared.
minutes
Hey,
before. And normally 10 or 15 minutes before market, Donovan normally prays over everybody. And sometimes we do some charting. But for the next 2 weeks, it'll be like strictly us just trading. So you will see us like charting out the trades. We looking at basically it seems like you in a podcast. Me and him will be talking to each other, talking about trades, making jokes while we being patient, being disciplined, waiting on our
Yeah,
entry. But y'all will see us basically charting, discussing what contracts. If the theta's too high on these contracts, we need to go over here and trade this instead. And then if there's nothing going on, we just sitting there cracking jokes, talking about stuff, asking random questions, giving free insight. You never know what you get. So
you don't.
just make sure y'all sign up.
So
Yo,
It
I
says
saw a comment.
it's 2 weeks
I
for
saw a
anybody
comment
who
just now.
signed
Somebody
to.
said they're scared to lose.
nah, we good, man. Look,
What
Can
you
you
was
hear me?
saying, LC?
Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. I said I saw a comment a second ago. Somebody said they're scared to lose money. If y'all listen to Donovan and Sky Zone, it's virtually impossible. It's
Yeah.
virtually impossible. As long as you follow the rules
Follow
and
the
you do what
rules.
they tell you to do, it's virtually impossible. I have cut my days just to jump on their calls. Now I've been trading for 10 years. Court is my mentor. And I have stopped what I'm doing just to jump on their calls because it's entertaining and you're gonna make money. So don't let that fear get to you. Don't let fear be the thing that stops you from your success.
Nope, and we
Jump
definitely
on
help guide you. If it's something you scared or nervous about, I tell you like, hey, you ain't gotta be nervous about it. I'll take the trade with you. Let's go. We finna pop
Facts.
this junk. And like honestly speaking, we like he said, we just finished up this account challenge. The person that listened to us the most and paid attention to what we was doing the most turned $500 to $5,000 in less than 3 weeks. It was really like a week or two, and this is with trades that was under $100. It was just staying consistent, being disciplined, patient, and focusing in.
Man,
So
I think she has 7,000 now.
yeah, she probably got $7,000, $8,000. We turned her up.
So that's what I'm saying. Like we can turn you up, but y'all come in, have fun with us, man. But the only way you're gonna learn is to get in there, and get with us. Some of you guys that want to get exposed to the mentorship, like this is what we do. There's a lot of people in here that's quiet and already done live traded with us. Y'all drop a freeze emoji if you done live traded with us already and already been in the mentorship with us.
And
Because
drop
some
a
of them might be
fire
nervous.
emoji if you ever took one of my swings.
Yeah. 'Cause I think they nervous, man. Yeah, don't be nervous, y'all. Yeah. So we see, there y'all go. For those that's
And if
nervous.
you join in the 7 day, I would highly recommend to anybody who wants to hear it from straight from other people's mouths, go to the testimonial chat. Donovan
Yep.
and Sky Zone have a plethora of people who have taken mentorship, done the live trading with them, all of that. Give you their honest review about everything. And one thing that I'll say that I really like about live trading with them is you don't feel lost, you don't feel rushed. Most of the time when people are about to trade, they feel very anxious and they feel like that thing in their stomach and
Yep.
like they feel nervous, they sweating, they looking at the chart. And when you trade with them, they kind of take that away. Like they kind of help you understand why you're entering the trade, what they're looking at, what they're waiting on. And then, you can lose a trade and still be profitable. I mean, they don't really lose trades like that, but they're human and they don't control the market. So I want to make that clear too. Like you can take a losing trade and still be profitable, but when they're in their flow, all you need to
Oh
do is
man.
follow directions.
Please.
That's it. Don't
Please.
remix nothing. Don't try nothing. Follow directions.
And let me give a disclaimer too. If we in calls and we doing something, don't go against what we calling y'all and go in the puts and do something crazy. I'm gonna give a disclaimer. We had a couple people do that. We was like, then you blow your account. Like, don't do that. Can y'all just follow us, please, for the next couple of weeks? Like, and we're not gonna stare y'all astray. Don't go against what we're doing. So if you're trying to get paid, we literally are here to help you. So that's what I'm saying. It's about help. It's a big community, man. So please, y'all, I'm telling you that right now. Don't just jump off the porch. We're gonna let you know when it's time to click the button. But we had a comment because somebody was saying sometimes it's hard to see when we give a call out in the chat because it seems like there's a delay. Well, you ain't finna see no more delay because you're gonna see it real time. You're gonna see all of us on the call enter it real time in your face. You just gotta make a decision if that's something that you're gonna do. And I'll even tell you, hey, am I gonna take profit here? Sky Zone will tell you in a minute. Take profit, hedge out, go here. You should not be in this trade. You need to come out. you be so we gonna help y'all along the way. We're not gonna leave y'all stuck, man. But if y'all got if y'all does anybody need anything? A link, a
You got
trading,
any questions,
please.
anything?
Does anybody want to come off mute? Y'all good? We straight?
Yeah, I can talk. What's up?
Please talk to us. Anybody learn something? What's up? Don't be nervous.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you guys are in the trade, I think I posted in the group before. My issue is you guys will wait when it start going the opposite direction, right? Like, how do y'all know that it's okay to sit in that space when it's going the opposite direction? Like, that it's going to go back up? Like, how do you tell that part?
Charting, price
Yeah.
action. Like honestly speaking, like for example, how can I say this? Um, when you are trading and you know your stuff, and you get used to how certain stocks move and the potential of their movements, a pullback don't scare you. And then you
No.
also know what levels hold the weight. So say for example, we're at $35 and we drop to 34.60. We may have a level, a verified level in the chart at 34.30 that we know we can stay in this trade until that breaks. And if that never breaks, we can stay in this trade because it's still valid. Just because you have a pullback or something doesn't necessarily mean the trend is over, that the trade has canceled out or anything like that. And that's something you will see with us live trading. We constantly talk about, we're looking at what the story is telling us. What is the
Correct.
potential for this trade? Does it have the momentum? Is this just a pullback or is this actually a reversal? We actually talk about all this actually while we're trading. That's why
Live
it makes a
trading.
lot of people comfortable. Yeah, live trading. That's why it makes a lot of people more comfortable because you get to hear everything we're dealing with right then and there instead of us, for example, posting and then you see it 2 minutes later or something. But the ultimate answer to your question is off charting price action, you know, the stock's movement and just paying attention to the history of the stock.
So let me give you some game real quick. I'll give you a disclaimer. I do not trade with indicators. So if y'all come on tomorrow, ask me what indicator I use and all that, I apologize. I read raw candlesticks and I trade with raw candlesticks. So Sherelle, if you can see my screen right now, this stock started from Friday 8:30 in a direct trend to the upside. As long as it does not violate and go left to right, because although we look trade from left to right, we don't enter and exit left to right in terms of actually going into a trade. I need to see consistent price action going to the upside with three bodies on the candle, which is a bottom, top, and middle body of a wick. We never buy a candle without a wick. I'll condense it all at one time to communicate, but I'm giving you a story right now with a trend line to the upside. The moment this stock starts to go left to right, it causes consolidation. I'm out of the trade. Now, that was a lot for me to give you. We will be talking about this while we live trading, while talking about what's your favorite noodles, or Donovan, you got a 19-piece suit at home, or we'll be talking about something else crazy
Mhm.
all at the same time. Y'all think we playing? We will literally be sitting here in a trade, laughing, having a good time, and it's not stressful.
Yeah.
But
Donovan, can I add something too for you real quick?
yes, ma'am.
Donovan did an amazing candlestick guide and he blessed me with it the other day. With his permission, I will drop it in the chat. He's okay with that.
Oh, that's fine. They need to join the Discord too now. They can't be
That's
getting
oh, you
stuff
know
So
what?
that
Then
would
I'm gonna
help.
I'm gonna hold it. If you join
Mhm.
Yeah.
Discord, it'll be in the social chat.
Yeah, so I
It'll
got
be
a
in the
whole
social chat.
candlestick guide, chart, all that. Yeah. So teach
That
you
is
how to.
definitely help.
What did David
Okay.
say? They go over all that in the mentorship. So sound like you need to hop in the mentorship. We're gonna teach you all that. So I would have known right here, Sherelle, if I don't know if you're still listening, to exit out of the trade here. This does not have a bottom wick. That means price action will retest the bottom of this and then make a decision if it wants to go to the upside or downside. So if I have these levels retested and recharted and I trade left to right, I know automatically this candle is going to retest and pull to the downside, filling the gap between July right here. I'm giving you some sauce really quick on
And
trading
watch
IWM.
this, bro. Hey,
Go
you
ahead.
still be eating little lettuces, little mini lettuces.
Hey, them little lettuces go hard, bro, but they gotta be fried hard, bro. I do not like soggy Brussels sprouts, bro. They
Hey, but
nasty, bro.
I
Hey, but
do
I
like
toast
that
them
little
up, bro.
295 call though. I like that.
No,
And that's how
absolutely.
we be talking on there. It literally will go so left, but the whole time we still talking about
Yeah.
trading, making money, and updating y'all. Like
Are
we
y'all
got some of the
coagulating?
most random stuff going on.
Coagulation.
Are
Yeah,
y'all,
we
are y'all coagulating?
yeah, this
Yeah.
stock coagulating. We can't get no money off
Some
of it.
Popeyes biscuits.
Yeah,
Cookies to cup.
you never know what we gonna talk about. I
So
promise.
I'm saying that this is why we talk about mentorship and all that type of stuff. But like, just how he just did that, and now we back on these stocks, 295 coming to the upside. Because the reality is, while he's saying something, we do get a break of 295. We're gonna test coming to 296, previous gap between here and here. and we'll run to 297 and 298.50. But we talk about random stuff when we're on the call. But this is why mentorship is important. Being around people you can trust is important. And this is why I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of y'all do need mentorship and quit spending $3,000 and $4,000 in the market
Blowing
before you
count.
say, "Hey, I need help." Like, stop doing that. Please don't do that. If you need help, let us help you.
And little
Sign up for a
lettuces
call.
is them Brussels sprouts.
The Brussels
They
sprouts.
like, what the fuck little lettuce? That's some Brussels sprout. I was talking about Brussels
The
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Yeah, we was in
You
the
said
car.
tell them about the BBL candles.
Oh yeah. I can't talk about the BBL candles. We trade big, beautiful BBL candles. We're not talking about anorexic GLP-1 like I ate 3 lettuces and I'm home. We need momentum on 3 white soldiers, BBL. I'm talking about like they put the waist tape around and you got to get 2 and tie a knot so they can pop.
And she
We
just
need, yeah.
boop, boop, boop.
When you see Ozempics, you come out of the trade. Stop, bro. They
Exactly.
not, bro. We can't give them this yet. We ain't even started trading. I'm sorry, y'all. Stop. Y'all gotta come trade with us tomorrow, man. We finna turn up and have a good time, man. Y'all come trade with us. Stop, bro. This one got little midget arms. Just a little person on this.
I told them I'm the outright. Y'all see how quick I get him going. I just
Stop,
be
bro.
starting stuff.
So come trade with us, man. We some of y'all been missing us. I've been getting some side messages like you don't forgot. We ain't forgot about y'all, man. We
Yeah, we
here.
forgot about y'all. Y'all
We
got
here
us for 2 weeks. We finna be here every day for 2 weeks.
every day, bro. So let's
And
come turn up.
don't be shocked if you get a sermon out of it too.
Oh yeah, you gonna get Jesus now. It is what it is. And then back to some ratchetness, but you gonna get Jesus for sure. that we ain't gonna miss. But yeah, y'all come in. Definition too, Alicia. She said
Yeah,
them
yeah,
T-arm
yeah, too.
candlesticks. Yeah, we don't like that. But yeah, man, come in, man. Some of y'all get this trading money, even for the mentorship. Somebody gonna be on this call and make money to pay their mentorship off in 2 weeks with us while live trading. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you.
Nah, that's a
So
fact.
You might even have somebody who make money and bless somebody, like,
we had that. We had that this last time around.
we had
Somebody
last,
sponsored
yeah.
somebody for a mentorship.
Somebody purchased somebody else's mentorship and that's a blessing too. This is the only community I know where people pay for other people
Yeah,
to take a mentorship with like scholarships and whatnot.
absolutely. Yeah,
Is that
that's how
Alicia?
I
Yeah,
became
Alicia got blessed.
familiar with Donovan. Donovan, before we started our mentorship, he paid for somebody else. He blessed another person to be able to
Mhm.
take it as well.
Yeah.
So yo, this dude is different.
So I'm sorry. Side note. So side note. Some of y'all know this. I've only been trading for 15, going on 16 months. I'm still I feel like I'm old to this, but I'm new to this. But I mentor people now, and Court and Kendra were my mentors. So that's why he's saying that. So being able to be mentored by them and get this information, now doing what I'm doing right now with Sky Zone, because some of y'all would know I've been doing this for 15 months. Y'all would assume I've been doing this for 5 and 10 years. It don't take that long once you get it. And my boy just dropped a swing list. Oh,
Yes, so grab those trials, guys. Get access to the list. We'll see you guys inside.
please.
Great call.
Appreciate you, man. I hope y'all learned something, man. Please.
Love you guys. We'll see you
Love
guys
you too, brother.
tomorrow morning in the chat.
Yes,
Say
sir.
good morning, man. Say good morning.
Please.
What you
Y'all
not saying
peace.
good morning? I'll just message you. Have a good night.
Yeah. You have a blessed night, man. Peace. Should drop that candlestick in social. I will tag me. I'll drop the candlestick. I got you.
You want me to drop it in the or you drop it? I don't
Well,
care.
in the social chat, yeah, because those
Yeah, that's what
are
I'm
all
saying, the
our
social
members.
chat. Yeah, no, you gotta
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
up.
They sign up, drop it in there. Yeah, they can have it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, have a good night. You see how folks want to stay on Sky? They don't want to leave.
No, right? I was thinking that's
Yeah. I done gave y'all 2 hours now. I'm tired. I'm gonna charge y'all 30 cents tomorrow to trade.
you're like,
All
nah, he
pennies.
might do another chart. He might do another chart.
I know. Look at them. It's the church lobby. Yeah, it is. Y'all gotta leave. We
Gotta
look.
go.
What they say at the church. Somebody else got a different service.
It's time for y'all to put one of these on. Go ahead, go sleep.
Yeah, I'm telling. She said, "No, you hang up, Shamel. You better stop." All right.
Ah, oh no, you hang up. Oh man, that used to be the best time when you
Yeah.
used to be caked up on the phone after the phone
Yeah.
was free, 8
All
p.m.
right. Tomorrow, Do-Rag Donnie finna be on the phone, so don't worry about it.
Oh,
It's
I
finna
was
go
so
down
toxic
tomorrow.
back then, Donovan. I used to be like, I don't know if you like me unless you call me before it's free.
Yeah. Hey, my mama told me go to bed. Call me. I'm gonna put the phone on vibrate or mute. I'm just gonna pick it up.
Be
Yeah.
breathing for 3 hours.
Sorry,
Oh,
y'all. I mean, y'all come have fun with us, please. Follow me for real. I want to see some of y'all tomorrow, man. Let's have some fun tomorrow. But y'all be blessed for real. Have a blessed night. Hope y'all learn something.